Welcome to 3 Times Square this Friday from Reuters World Headquarters in New York. Maybe the fourth quarter in the U.S. wasn't as bad as initially reported. Our daily digit, minus $38.5 billion. The U.S. trade deficit in December. That's the narrowest in nearly 3 years. The report came out this morning well after the government had to estimate the figure for the first report on fourth quarter GDP. The better-than-expected number means the next revision of the GDP report could get a bump from the decline of the 0.1% figure that came out last week. The improvement coming in part from higher exports of petroleum, which have grown as a result of fracking activity across the U.S. From better than expected to worse than expected. McDonald's posting a nearly 2% decline in same-store sales in January, nearly double the drop predicted. The U.S. the only region to experience growth. Sales in Europe hurt by weakness in France and Germany, while sales in Asia suffered from poor results in Japan and China. A different sales story at AOL, home of our power player of the day. It's CEO Tim Armstrong, who led the internet firm to its best revenue growth in 8 years. Advertising sales jumped 13%, helping the firm become less dependent on its dial-up service. Yes, it still has a dial-up service. Net income rose more than 50%. AOL can only hope it can get back to the heights reached by LinkedIn. Revenue at the professional social network rose 81% from a year ago. The company also offered bullish forecasts for the first quarter. Gross margins at LinkedIn approach 90%. In other online news, Farmville finding new roots. The Zynga game is reportedly being made into an animated TV show by director Brett Ratner and Canadian production company 611 Media. Ratner is the man behind the Rush Hour film franchise as well as X-Men The Last Stand, no network attached yet. Zynga reported an unexpected fourth quarter profit this week, largely due to cost cuts. Perhaps a Farmville offshoot will reap rewards. They dreamed a dream of defending their homeland, but their life is one of snow shoveling and thwarted love, at least in a parody of Les Miserables starring members of the South Korean military. Take a listen. The opera-style video Les Miserables was made by 80 conscripts for $900 and garnered over 1 million views on YouTube in just 3 days, raising hopes it could be on the way to Gangnam-style status. The parody tells the story of hapless conscript Jean Valjean, or Airman 24601, who, because of the shoveling, manages to spend only 10 minutes with his visiting girlfriend Cosette. She dumps him, the fate, his comrades assure him, of any military man. And finally, a chef in Tokyo with a dirty little secret. For the past 3 weeks, he's been cooking up soil and feeding it to his customers in a 6-course meal. And you'll pay for this earthly cuisine, $107 US a head. Why soil? In the words of Chef Toshio Tanabe, quote, "Man didn't create the sea, the air, or the soil. They're simply all part of nature, and in a sense, they are alive in their own right. What I'm trying to do is reflect that feeling in food." The 6-course extravaganza starts with a soil soup and ends with a soil sorbet and a sweet dirt gratin. That is the latest from 3 Times Square this Friday. You can follow us on Twitter at Reuters Insider and get more Reuters videos at Reuters.com/ReutersTV. I'm Lisa Bernhard. This is Reuters.